The reason you'll never see these two off lead at the same time is because this one is a bad influence on that one. And if she's not being a bad influence on that one's being a bad influence on that one, and they do damage to each other, don't they?
Wow!
Found this new place to walk, the Lepe Loop. So far, I mean, the journey here was absolutely amazing. Really scenic. Along this route, there are trails. We walk along the seafront, we walk through woodland, big fields, so there's a really good mixture of all sorts of terrains for us to enjoy. Seems as though you've been stopped in your tracks, young lady. Surely you can figure that out. That's it. Freddie boy, it's your turn, mate. That's it. We always get there in the end. I have to say, when we're out and about doing these walks, for the Ayla and Freddie boy, it's lovely seeing them having a good time. But my favourite thing is seeing the Luna having a great time. And I think the reason I enjoy seeing her having a good time over the other two is because she would have had a really nasty start to life, being an ex-race dog, and she would have suffered all sorts of abuse. So seeing a big smile on her face is the best. I don't want to say that I think we almost got lost. I think we may have taken a slight wrong turn because we ended up walking on a road for a good couple of miles and then had to check my maps. And thankfully we found this little trail which leads us down to the seafront, and hopefully the water's not too high up and then we can walk along the seafront instead of this main road, which isn't the end of the world, but there have been a few cars and it's just not the nicest of place to walk with 3 dogs. Here we go. Hopefully we can walk along here. Maybe, just about. So essentially where we're walking to is that building and a little bit. Just look at this. Does it get much nicer? Finishing off a nice walk with the sea air. Right, what have we got in here then? Let's go for a...
Some sausage baps.
Sausage? Just sausage or...?
Yeah, just sausage.
Powdery bun vibe. Some bangers in there.
Brown sauce.
Yeah, we best have a bit of juice in there. A little bit of bran, I think.
Bran? I've got a couple. There you go.
And then we'll have a quick sip of the coffee as well, just to give you a little rundown, a little score on what we're working with here. First impressions with the powdery bun. I mean...
You already said that this week, didn't you? You don't like it.
Powdery buns. There's just no need for a powdery bun.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. Just the smell of it. Yeah.
Not great coffee. That's sad. I did expect that because you know when they have like a place.
This is a 2 out of 10 coffee.
Oh.
Yeah. It's really bad.
Oh.
Bad
Jeez.
coffee, powdery bun. The saucies don't look too bad, but you can't go wrong with a saucy. You can buy the cheapest saucies in the supermarket and you can get away with it. You know, you can get away with it. Or you can spend £7 on a saucy and it's still good. Sausage meat is
extra good.
Yeah.
Because they got a bit of apple in them and stuff.
Exactly, yeah. They make them a little bit fancy, but I don't know. I just think with a nice location like this,
yeah, you'd go a bit.
it doesn't take much to make a really nice sausage bap, and it also doesn't take much to make a nice coffee. Even if it was a 6 out of 10 coffee, you'd go, do you know what, fair enough, we're in a bit of a weird rural location. Rural?
Yeah, rural.
But when you're serving out 2 out of 10 coffees, they may as well just make instant brew. Just tucking into a little caramel slice, and this has definitely saved the day. Overall rating for the cafe here, this brings it up to a 3 out of 10.
Oh dear.
Yeah.
But if you were to just rate the product.
If I went in there just for this, it'll be a 10 out of 10.
Oh.
But when you give a man a powdery bun,
that's how bad the rest of it was.
when you give me a powdery bun and a coffee that tastes like, you know, the powdery coffee sachets. Make a coffee with half of one of those. That's what it tastes like. The coffee. That's what it tastes like.
Should have ordered us a cup of tea.
Yeah.
Can't really go wrong with a cup of tea.
You don't not.
Actually, you can.
Yeah.
Like you can.
All right, so we're back home now. Everyone is absolutely wiped out, and I've almost finished putting together the video on the screen here. I just wanted to give you guys a little rundown of the day. So the drive there was really nice. It's all through the New Forest sort of areas. So it's super scenic, lots to look at. There are some really nice local pubs in the area if you wanted to stop off on your way home for some dinner. When we got there, parking was really easy. It's like an automated barrier that lets you in, and it will only let you in if there are spaces, which is quite useful. When you park, everything, the Lepe Loop that we did was really easy to navigate because there were signposts at every gate and fence. There were signposts, so it made it really nice and easy to find your way around, which is really nice. You don't need to take a map. It's a really straightforward big loop around. It took us, how long did it take us? Did I say 3 hours? 2 hours and 45 minutes. If you are going without dogs, you will probably do it in about 2.5. But with 3 dogs, they like to stop, sniff, run around. You know, it definitely did slow us down quite a bit. I was actually surprised with how long the walk actually was, and by the end of the walk, I think we were all glad to just be back at the car to have a sit down, have a drink, and call it a day. With the drink in mind, as you would have seen in the video, I didn't rate the coffee or the food from that cafe at all. And with that being said, unless you specifically wanted to do the Lepe Loop, on the way there, as mentioned, you do drive through the New Forest, and there are loads of free parking areas. So if you are interested in walks, dog walking, I would probably advise going to one of these New Forest parking bays instead. The reason I say that is parking for the 3 hours or so that we were there cost £8. The coffee, the food, so the 2 sausage rolls that we had, the 2 terrible coffees, and the 2 caramel slices that we had was £25. So, you know, for a walk around, I'm not really sure if I could recommend it to you. Again, unless you specifically wanted to do the Lepe Loop and go and have a look around there. Because don't get me wrong, it is scenic, but yeah, there's just a few things that set it back from maybe just taking your own picnic, your own coffee, finding somewhere free to park in the New Forest and going for a stroll. But I'm still glad we did it. Something new and different to try. All of the dogs are absolutely exhausted. So yeah, until the next one, I will see you all very soon. If you do have questions about the Lepe Loop or anything like that, put them in the comments. I will leave the postcode for the Lepe Loop in the description box below if you are interested in checking that out. And yeah, until the next one, I'll see you soon.